Hey guys, and welcome to my last reaction to Good Omens. It has been a bizarre, funny, and delightful journey so far. It's been great. We have now arrived in the finale at the end of the world, and it's all gonna go down here. I feel like the world's either gonna end or it's not. And that's just how it is. I'm excited to see the last. I feel like there's been a lot of build up, so I'm excited to see kind of the last hour of this. And yeah, let's get right into it.
Trial of the Demon Crowley, beginning with evidence and ending with utter obliviation, is in session.
Oh no!
All rise.
Hey guys, nice place you got here.
Not for you, it won't be.
Could do with some house plants. What appears to be the problem?
Oh no! Oh no! The car! Oh no, Crowley, I'm sorry.
He's got a gun. He's pointing it. Do something! I am having a moment here.
Oh no!
Well, we are here to lick some serious butt.
Kick, Aziraphos, kick butt for heaven's sake.
Don't blame me if your son starts World War III.
First of all, who would blame you? Second of all, mind your business. It wouldn't matter if my son was like the Antichrist himself, you know? But I would be like, why is it your business? I get protective. Yeah, maybe he wants to end the world. Maybe he doesn't want to end the world. That's his business.
Shoot him, Aziraphale!
Ah.
You should go back to being two separate people again.
Oh!
I'm rubbish with computers every time I try to make them work, they break. I'm sorry.
That's the key!
I believe in peace, bitch.
Oh, shit! Oh.
I believe in a clean world.
Wow, this is really working.
I believe in food and a healthy lunch.
Didn't that used to be your sort?
I believe in food too, kid.
You said every computer you're trying to fix dies, so fix it.
Open it up and then click on Disney for a minute.
All over the world, people who had been
Good
wrestling with
job.
switches, computers stopped planning World War III and went back to idly scanning the stratosphere.
That's nice. Oh.
Wings that were shapes cut through the matter of creation into the darkness beneath.
What is going on out here?
Long story, no time.
Well, try me. My boyfriend here did the tricky bit.
Aww.
Your destiny, it is written. Now start the war.
It's hard enough having to think of things for Pepper and Winston and Brian to do all the time so they don't get bored. I've got all the world I want.
Oh.
Refuse to be who you are.
That's gross.
Your birth.
Is that the ineffable plan?
The great plan, it is written. There shall be a world and it shall last for 6,000 years and end in fire and flame.
It'd be a pity if you thought you were doing what the Great Plan said, but you were actually going directly against God's ineffable plan.
God does not play games with the universe.
Where have you been?
Well, at least we know whose fault it is. You're a disobedient little brat, and I hope someone tells your father.
Oh, they will.
Well, okay then.
What's happening?
They told his father.
Oh no. And his satanic father is not happy.
Perhaps it's a volcano.
Come up with something, or I'll never talk to you again.
Oh! Oh! Huh.
You're much better. You're human incarnate.
Oh, this is getting sweet.
And you can change things. And whatever happens, for good or for evil, we're beside you. I'm gonna start time. Do it quickly.
Oh no! Oh! Fuck!
You're not my dad.
Oh!
That's not wait until you're 11 to say hello. You're not my dad. You never were.
Oh. Oh shit. Wow, that worked.
Adam? Adam!
That's not really his father.
Oh, for heaven's sake, where
It is. It is now.
Adam!
Oh, that's cute. This is cute. It's kind of cute. It's sweet. So sweet.
Just imagine how awful it might have been if we'd been at all competent. We're on our own side. Like Agnes said, we're going to have to choose our faces wisely.
And things that were broken had now been miraculously restored.
Oh!
Everything back, just the way it was. It's just a little bit too ineffable. Oh, that's funny seeing him here. That's meant to be bad luck. It's meant to be bad.
Renegade angels all tied up with string.
These are a few of our favourite things.
What's wrong, love?
Ooh, bad luck, dear. Oh.
No! That is unsettling.
Letting the punishment fit the crime.
What does that mean?
Don't get this view down in the
Oh,
basement.
no. Oh, very disappointed if this is how it ends. Just them, like, dying.
Pasta, test it.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
We'll play sometime.
I've laid a place for you at the table.
Oh, well that's. Oh. Sweet.
Further nice and accurate prophecies of Agnes Nutter concerning the world that is to come. Ye saga continues. You know, I've got a tidy amount put away. And they say two can live as cheaply as one. And it would be nice to have a man around.
Well,
Oh, this is cute.
I suppose now I pop the question. How many nipples have you got, Jezebel?
Just the two.
Well, that's all right then.
With one act of treason, you averted the war.
Well, I think the greater
Don't
good.
talk to me about the greater good, Sunshine. I'm the Archangel fucking Gabriel.
Wow.
Greater... Into the flame.
No!
It's lovely knowing you all.
That's nice.
May we meet on a better occasion.
Shut your stupid mouth and die already.
So rude.
I don't suppose that anywhere in the
9 circles of hell, there's such a thing as a rubber duck.
They switched!
So, you're probably thinking if he can do this, I wonder what else he can do. I think it would be better for everyone if I were to be left alone in future. Don't you? Right.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Oh.
I know what I'm doing.
Years and years, I expect.
It's
What about
dramatic.
tomorrow? Tomorrow will be alright. I'll have forgotten about it by then. They always do.
Ah.
There's a circus in Autumn. Get away from that hedge. Because if you went through, I'd have to chase you to catch you. And I'd have to leave the garden. And I'm not allowed to do that. Dog, you bad dog! Stop! Come back here!
Cute. Ah!
Swap back then.
It was just like Agnes had told them. They were playing with fire and would need to choose their faces wisely. And so they had.
That's cute!
Heaven and hell against humanity. Let me tempt you to a spot of lunch. Temptation accomplished.
Oh,
How
it's
about
so
the
cute.
Ritz?
So it's very sweet. Yes, get your bubbly. Oh my god.
None of this would have worked out if you weren't at heart just a little bit a good person.
Just enough of a bastard to be worth knowing. Cheers.
Oh, it's so cute.
The world.
While they were eating, for the first time ever, a nightingale actually did sing in Berkeley Square.
And a nightingale sang in Berkeley Square.
This
I may be right,
lovely.
I may be wrong, but I'm perfectly willing to swear.
Sorry, I saw that Satan was Benedict Cumberbatch. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. Not entirely what I was expecting, but kind of the vibe, I feel like, was what I was expecting. Kind of ended on a very sort of light and nice note and happy note. I think they obviously took a lot of like a lighthearted approach for the entirety of the episodes. Even though there are obviously some like dark moments that they made more comical and everything, and there was a lot of dark comedy in that. I think that there was obviously a very kind of light, optimistic vibe. But I will say, I was always betting on there being a chance that they were just going to end the world, and that was how that was going to end. And it was just, listen, that's it. That's all, folks. Wrap it up. So, I mean, obviously I have talked about, Aziraphale and Crowley really being the main force of this show, and the way that those two actors have portrayed their roles have been amazing, and I think really kind of leads the rest of I think if they weren't as good as they were, the show would have just been a little too bizarre and ridiculous, because I think the relationship between the two is really at the heart of everything. And though I loved a lot of the supporting cast, as well. The young couple with the Pulsifer and the prophecies. I like that they kind of decided against all of that. I thought that that was a good ending for them. They're very sweet. And oh my god, the Witchfinder and his Jezebel, so to speak, just so cute. That was a really, really sweet ending for them. And a great representation of, you know, just people who seem to be at odds finding common ground, which I feel like is sort of a big theme running through this. And I like that the theme of this tends to, they were kind of focusing on being human as a good thing. The good and the bad. Not just the good. There, you know, the flaws, the mistakes, the, you know, maybe not so good intentions or whatever, just makes humans what they are. And I like that both Crowley and Aziraphale really wanted to back that and cherish that. I mean, there is obviously the full scene with Adam saying to Satan, you know, I'm the human, you're not my dad, I don't want any part of this. And so I did like the theme of it all. I feel like in general, and I mentioned this in my last reaction, I wish that the Four Horsemen were better established maybe or something, and that they weren't beaten so easily. I guess that would be my only problem or issue. And that's just a personal thing. I mean, maybe some people didn't care about that at all, and that's okay. I mean, defeating them was not really the purpose of the whole show anyway, so I'm like, I get it. But, and I know that they had very limited time with just 6 episodes. I get it. But I kind of wish that, because they did these I felt like really cool introduction scenes for a lot of them. So I kind of wish that we saw a little bit more of them. They got a little more established as villains, and it was more triumphant to beat them, in my opinion. I liked kind of the ending with Adam, him kind of getting grounded and everything, and everything kind of just resuming back to normalcy. It's not the end of the world anymore. I mean, honestly, given everything that's going on right now, I was watching that last scene with Aziraphale and Crowley in the restaurant, and I was like, oh God, how much I am so envious of that scene right now with some bubbly and good food. That's what I want more than anything right now. But I just absolutely, this is probably one of the more unique things that I have reacted to. And just, it's just been delightfully ridiculous. I think that's the best way to describe it. And I loved the fact that they, I actually really liked the start of the episode being like the trial, that, you know, the traitors or whatever. And I really loved that they switched and that whole thing. And, you know, it makes me smile. It's kind of quite a lovely story of just like 2 friends that just care for each other so much, and also kind of care for humanity, you know, a bad guy that really wasn't that bad, and a good guy that was willing to kind of bend the rules a bit. and that was really beautiful. I really enjoyed this whole, I guess we call it a mini series, and it was a good time. It was a good time to watch. Very heartwarming ending. I guess I could have gone either way. I was thinking that we were going to get a more heartwarming ending, and I'm really happy about that. So thank you for everybody who voted for me to watch this. I loved it. I thought it was great, and I thought it was highly entertaining the entire way through. So yeah, I think that is about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.